Hello again, Ben. Chris Proud, Ben Sports News. Some people have suggested that you've got a bit big time ever since you've been named as England manager. How do you respond to those allegations?
Nonsense, Chris. Absolute nonsense.
Now, there's been a bit of talk in the papers recently that you've been attempting to talk to Leon Bailey about him becoming an England player. Any truth to those rumours?
Leon Bailey can play for England.
Yes, he's eligible.
Really?
Yes, really.
Do you have his number, or...?
Shall I give it to you after?
Yes, thank you, Chris. Yes, please, let's do that, yes.
Not a problem. So you've been in the job for a few weeks now and you've met the players, and we're expecting a preliminary squad announcement soon. Will there be any surprises in the squad announcement?
Yeah, I'm sure. Not exactly, party poppers and Christmas crackers levels of shock, but yeah, I'm sure we'll ruffle a few feathers on social media. Hashtag bothered. Bothered.
And do you think the squad is good enough to win the World Cup this summer?
Well, I mean, Neymar, Coutinho, Firmino, Thiago Silva. Yeah, I wouldn't say we haven't got any chance. I didn't realise you... Sorry. Look, Mr. FA, look, I've taken a look at the England squad and we've got a major problem on our hands this summer.
What do you mean?
We're far too English.
Far too English? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I know it sounds strange, but Harry Kane won't stop apologising to Jordan Henderson.
Oh, I see.
And every time we have training, they're not gathering round, they're queuing up in a straight line. It doesn't work for football.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And to top it off, we were in the cafeteria 2 days ago, full fist fight over whether you put the milk in first or the tea in first.
Well, it's obviously the milk.
Obviously it's the milk. Obviously it's the milk. Obviously it's the pig in milk. What sort of animals are we working with here? I mean, come on. So this does sort of sum up the current situation with Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey is unwilling to consider representing England right now, as he's been recently approached to represent them. So, I mean, I've asked him a few times, that's fair. Oh. Hello?
Dr. Benji FM.
Speaking.
Just had the Jamaican FA on the phone.
Yeah.
They asked me to pass on a message.
Right.
Stop texting Leon Bailey.
Oh, don't you sound like my ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Deary me. Can I still Facebook message him, or what's the deal with that?
No.
Damn. Okay. Well, I've got a call to make. Jimmy Milner, how are we doing? Very well. Yeah, you know you're retired.
Probably, yeah.
Thinking we could probably change that.
I think not.
I mean, but to be fair though, look at him. I mean, he's worth a lot of money. He's had a decent couple of spells at Leverkusen. He's got very good pace. He can play on either wing. I mean, there's a lot to like about Leon Bailey, but for some reason he doesn't want to talk about it. A few other teams, nations sniffing round. You know, Jamaica, Belgium, England, and well, I'm trying to tie him down. Not literally. That'd be inconsiderate.
I've just spoken to an official from the Belgian FA.
Right.
Do you have any idea what they could be calling about?
Oh, come off it. Are they annoyed that, I had Gary Cahill, John Stones and a few other Spurs lads put laxatives in their teammates' drinks? What?
They said Leon Bailey has chosen to play for them instead of us.
Yeah, that. Well, that's absolutely fine. If that's all it is.
That's okay then. Good luck against South Africa.
Yeah, good luck against South Africa, because we're going to need luck against South Africa. All right, I'll speak to you soon, Mr. FA. All right, take care. Yeah, bye. Got a call.
My name is Denny.
Delhi, it's me, mate. We've got a Code Bailey situation. Execute a Trigo the boots. Now, please. Yep. All right, yeah, just the Belgium lads. Yeah, tell Gary and John to do it. Pass the message, John, is what I'm saying, Delhi. So, all right, lovely. Excellent. All right, goodbye. Bye-bye. Lovely. Daddy will sort that out, no problem. So right, welcome back, folks. This is the squad that we've got as a 30, right, or a 29 actually it is. And I need to cut it down, trim it down to 23. Of course, if you take a look through there, you can see Rob Green, Tom Heaton, Charles Hart. You might be wondering who Charles Hart is. Bit bit of a stigma around Joe Hart in recent years, so I figured what we'd do is we'd use his actual name, which is Charles. So for anyone that wonders, Charles Hart, you might be on a Rob Green redemption tour. That's what it'll be. You never know. Will he make the 23? We'll find out. Jack Botland, Fraser Forster, both injured, so can't play. Centre-back options then, Gary Cahill, Harry Maguire, John Stones. We've got Joe Gomez that can do it as well. Eric Dyer there. Right-back options of Carl Walker and Nathaniel Klein. Tartakovsky's there as well, by the way, for centre-back options. Left-back, we've obviously got Ryan Bertrand and Danny Rose. And then as we move into the midfield, it's a wealth of talent. I mean, to pick from this pool is going to be difficult, but James Milner, Jordan Henderson, James Ward-Prowse, John Joe Shelby, that guy, that Joe Cole. We'll think about it. Adam Lallana is in there as well as Oxlade-Chamberlain, Raheem Sterling, Jack Wilshere, Dele Alli, and that completes our midfield. And then sort of for attacking, striking options, we've got, again, quite a good bed of talent. Danny Welbeck, Ashley Barnes, Marcus Rashford, Harry Kane, Charlie Austin, Jamie Vardy. There's reasons for all of them. Ashley Barnes, of course, you might remember, talking round, and he decided, I will play for England if you want. 19 goals in the Premier League season so far, which isn't quite over. Next episode of this will be next part of this will be looking at the friendlies. We'll be playing 2 friendlies, so we get to assess all of the players that we pick into the 23. But we now then have to narrow down this selection of this rabble to 23. So, I mean, here goes nothing. Okay, so Pickford. Rob Green. I called it the redemption tour. I remember what happened last time. Centre-back options. We've got a lot of good ones. This is the problem. I think Gary Cahill and John Stones are a must. Eric Dyer. I mean, with the plan I've got in place, you'll see it soon. I think he needs to be in there as well. Walker, of course. Danny Rose. And then you're looking at backups of Bertrand and Klein. Or do you put Joe Gomez in there? He can do quite a few things, can Joe Gomez? He's a jack of all trades. So I think he might get the nod over Nathaniel Klein. He's had a decent year, but just in terms of what Gomez can offer across the back line, I think it makes more sense. Maguire and Tarkovsky, I guess we'll come back to them. We'll see if either of them can slot in at some point. Midfield, Jordan Henderson, straight in there, not a problem. Harry Kane might as well go in as we're here with the captaincy and all. And then midfield's interesting because we've got quite a lot of options. Dele Alli is going to make it in there, of course. He is. Raheem Sterling. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain can do a number of roles as well, so he slots in there for us. We've got 15. We need 8 more, so let's make sure we've got the strikers, and then we'll come on to the big decisions. So Jamie Vardy's going to get in there, as is Marcus Rashford. And now comes an interesting time. Adam Lallana, I think, has to go in as well. And now then, we've got 5 spots left for players. So I think Harry Maguire and Tarkovsky, they have to go in. So there's 3 spots remaining for outfield players. Now, Charlie Austin's in the squad because if Harry Kane were to get injured, for me, he's the perfect replacement. So we've got to bear that in mind. Danny Welbeck's obviously got a very good England record, but I'm not sure he's right for this time. Ashley Barnes had a terrific season. Now, I think if you're going to pick players on form, Ben, Ashley Barnes has to go. He's a defensive forward, very similar to another player of ours, Jamie Vardy. So again, he's the perfect foil to that. Marcus Rashford can play as the advanced forward if he needs to, much like Harry Kane. So that makes sense, I think. Now, 2 spots left for midfielders. That's the question we've got to ask ourselves. Now, for me, you've got Ward-Prowse. James Milner. It's tricky, isn't it, now, all of a sudden? Is there room for James Milner? Is it what we need? Or do you go for the likes of Ward-Prowse or Shelby? What if Adam Lallana gets injured? Do you need a player like Joe Cole? 56 caps, and this squad lacks experience, viewers. And then what do you do? It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. Give me some time to think about it, and we'll come to some conclusions. All right, there we go. Squad's done, and now we look forward to the group of Belgium, Panama, and Tunisia. So exciting times. I guess you'll have to wait a minute to see who we've selected.
So with South Africa and Paraguay being the 2 teams that you are playing in the friendly before the tournament, can you tell us about the system you may be using?
The system, Windows 10 at the moment, but yeah, I don't know. I might change it up. Don't know if they're doing a Windows 11. So, formation. Sorry, Chris. I'm not with it today. Yeah, I think we want to follow on what Gareth started. Really similar system. Few changes, put my own twist on it, but. Yeah, you can expect to see very similar for like sort of 5 or a 3 or a 4. So yeah.
James Milner has just recently announced that he has come out of international retirement for you. Will he be in your final 23?
Millie. Yeah, it's tricky though because I should probably bring him actually. You've got a good point there because. I've got a text from. I think he sent me a crying emoji. I think he knows. He sent me. Oh dear, James. Oh,
It's fair to say that some people are quite surprised with the inclusion of the 36-year-old Joe Cole. Can you explain your thought process behind it?
Oh yes. I think we all remember that, don't we, Chris? Hey?
I mean, that goal was 12 years ago.
Oh, so was the last time your parents are proud of you, Chris, alright? Back up. You don't find me making wrong decisions or bad choices. I'm England manager, for God's sake. Should have got tea. Bollocks. So there it is. Heaton, Hart, Cahill, Maguire, Stones, Tarkowski, Bertrand Walker-Dyer, Rose, Gomez, Henderson, Cole, Lallana, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jack Wilshere and Dele Alli in the midfield. And then our strikers for Russia, Harry Kane as captain, Raheem Sterling, Ashley Barnes, Marcus Rashford and finally Jamie Vardy.
Harry, one question that has been bugging the journalists all week is that you seem quite instinctive when you play. Do you even think?
Yeah, of course, it's impossible not to think.
And that wraps us up then. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like if you want to see more of this series and check out Sebs as well. Do subscribe to the channel and I'll see you again for more this weekend. Come on England, the World Cup is days away and it's not that far away for us either.